Hi, this is Otto Collins from ottocollins.com, and I want to share a very simple idea with you. If you are a man and you are watching this video, I want you to know that you deserve to have great relationships too. You deserve to have what I call $1 million marriage or relationship instead of the 49-cent version that most men and most couples, frankly, seem to have these days. In fact, I'm not just going to limit this to your intimate relationships or your marriage. I'm going to say that every single man that will ever watch this, you want to have better relationships in your life. And in most cases, you're struggling with how to do that. Well, not only do you deserve to have great relationships, but you can have them. I'm going to share some things in the next 2 or 3 minutes or so that I think could make a huge difference in your life. So bear with me for a couple of minutes, and I think you will be well served. People have asked me, what is the number one thing that a man can do to increase the amount of love, increase the amount of connection, increase the amount of passion, intimacy, desire in his relationship or marriage? And I think I'm going to say that the number one thing he can do is become as big of an invitation as possible. Here's what I mean by that. If you're a man, you want to become such an invitation to your spouse, your partner, that they have no choice but to open to you. No choice but to feel closer to you. You want to become such an invitation that they want to spend time with you. They want to connect with you. They want to talk with you. And here's where it gets really fun. Is if you become such an invitation to them that they really connect with you on the kind of level that I'm talking about, then it's going to be no problem to have them want you at a heart, mind, soul level. And yes, they are going to open to you at a heart, mind, and soul level. And yes, they are going to open their bodies to you as well. Now, I'm not talking about being manipulative or any of that kind of stuff. What I'm talking about is creating the kind of connection that just immediately forms such a bond that they want to be in your presence and they want to love you and they want to be loved by you. And that requires you to be a much bigger invitation than you are right now. And I know there are men who are going to watch this and they're going to say, but Otto, I'm a big invitation already and she just doesn't get it. I'm here to say, and I'm not going to pull any punches here, if you're not getting what you want, then at a certain level, you are not as big of an invitation as is required, or you're with the wrong woman. Now, in most cases, in fact, almost all cases, you are not with the wrong woman. It's just that she doesn't feel your heart at the deepest level possible. So, I want to give you a couple of 2 or 3 very practical things. I don't want to just say that you got to be a bigger invitation. I want to give you 2 or 3 things that I think will be really helpful to you. I said to someone a few months back, we were talking about relationships, and I said, I think any man, any person is going to be basically 95% of the way towards an amazing relationship if they just don't see the other person as the enemy. That's right. If you just don't see the other person as the enemy. In other words, if you're not choosing sides, if you're not saying things like, Why do you always? How could you? Why are you like this? In other words, you're trying to change that other person, make them be someone that they're not. You're trying to determine who they are, how they are, all kind of stuff like that. And I will tell you that that does not make you an invitation to not just a spouse or a partner, but anyone that shows up in your life. Next, you got to learn to ask. You got to learn to ask. And what I mean by that is when you're in conversation with another human being, especially someone you're in an intimate relationship with, you can't make any assumptions. You got to find out what's going on within them. What's going on with their mind, their heart, their soul? What are their desires? What pain are they feeling right now? How are they seeing the world? How are they seeing themselves? How are they seeing you? How are they seeing the kids? There's so much craziness going on in the world right now. And that person that you really want to be with and you really want to open to you in deeper and deeper ways, they want that, but they have to trust you. And part of that comes from true, genuine curiosity of asking, how are you doing? What's going on in your world? Please share with me. I want to know. And finally, I want to address leadership. And leadership from a different place than most relationship coaches or most therapists or people that are talking about masculinity and masculine roles and masculine leadership want to talk about it. I think that the whole game of leadership, if you're a man, is you got to lead from a place of being a true partner. What do they want? What do you want? And where is the synergy between what they want and what you want? That is the magic. You have to get to that place. So I've been talking about this idea of you can create $1 million marriage or relationship, and it's possible for you to create more of what you want. And please know that no matter what has happened in your life up until now, no matter how good or how bad things have been, you can create something better than you have now, better than you've ever thought, better than you've ever dreamed. I call it $1 million marriage or relationship. You can create this. If you'd like some help, reach out to me. I'm here for you.